Start. Oh, by the way, it's all good.
Welcome back, Nuggets. This mother Clucker's got some thoughts. Let's ruffle some feathers and get into this collab live stream. Welcome in, Miss Nikki T.
Hello, guys.
I'm so excited to be doing this with you.
I'm excited too. I'm a little bit nervous because it's been a long time since I've collabed or streamed with anybody else. But thank you for having me. Thank you, chat, for accepting me, and thank you, Vera.
No, this will be a lot of fun. No reason for nerves at all. Okay, who have we got in here? We've already got so many people. I am assuming some of these are your people, Nikki, which is cool to see.
Possibly. Hi, guys.
Hi, Drez. Hey, Darkwick. Thanks so much for being in here modding today. I appreciate you. Hello, Nutty. Hey, Rally Point. I know your name. Hey, Pegasus. Hello, Quirky Moments. Candy Kitten. I love that name. Hello, everybody. Just seeing if I can get everyone. Benita, hello. How are you feeling? Hey, Dexler. Tracking everybody. Everybody's in here. Oh my gosh. Hi, Asha. Hello. I know this is a really awkward time point for a lot of reasons, but you know what? We have to do Aussie time today.
Yeah, sorry, guys. The pets come first. They need their dinner on time.
They do. And coincidentally, both Nikki and I, in exactly 2 hours, have burp-related chores that need to be done. So
We do.
All right, everyone. So what I just wanted to do before we get into it is just address the elephant in the room. I know that a lot of you don't actually know about this situation. So if you don't worry about it at all. But just for those of you who are aware of what's been happening, I'm doing this with Nikki's permission. I've been talking a lot about leading up to this on my channel. You know, part of the ethics of my channel is to give people room to grow. And that is really important to me, that I am walking the walk as well as talking the talk, of course. And unfortunately, what's been happening is some very egregious misinformation has been leaked to a creator who unwittingly became a pawn in this whole situation, and Nikki's been getting some backlash for it. And I think that, like, personally, looking at everything that's been going on, I can personally verify some of the things are not true. They are now
Mm.
misinformation, which is kind of enough for me to cast doubt on everything else personally, and just the way that I know that it was sourced. And since it's come out that a mod of Roz's was actually feeding this information to this creator who just got blindsided by it, essentially. So we're not gonna sit here and blame them, but I just wanted the most important message to be, I give room for people to grow. And that extends to all of you who are listening at the moment. That extends to everybody, no matter how inconvenient or distasteful it may seem to anyone, because you better believe if Roz turns around and has a full-on redemption arc, I'm going to be there supporting her for it.
It'll be hard. But
it's got to be quite the redemption, I've got to say.
definitely.
But I think what's important as viewers, and more so as creators, it's really important to look at who has an agenda in the situation, who has something to win or gain, who has something to lose. And we really need to be quite critical and analytical about where information is coming from. And I certainly hold that standard for myself. And yeah, so hopefully you're all on the same page with this.
Thanks, Vera.
Nikki, you've shown me nothing but being a sweet and genuine person. So whatever's happened in the past, I really don't care.
Yeah. I mean, and it's all about, like, judge me on my own actions and not on the actions of others, as well as, like, some of the things that I've said and done in the past, probably not A+ perfect morality, but what have I presented myself as on my channel since that moment, and how have I moved forward? And I think I just want people to judge me for what they see and not for rumors flying around, or misinformation, or stuff you see in comment sections, or stuff you see on Reddit, because a lot of it's bullshit. And yeah, just and I don't want Vera to get any heat for having me up here either, guys. So I appreciate everybody who's here from my crew as well. Thank you, guys. I see you all coming in.
No, it's all good. I'm not going to be made to feel bad for giving somebody a chance. And I totally agree with everything you just said. And you know what? I don't want to be judged for my worst moment. Not to say that that was your worst moment, but just generally speaking, I don't want to be judged for my worst moment. And I want to be judged for who I am today, who I'm going to be tomorrow, and what my actions do. That is the most important thing to me.
Exactly.
So, having said that, let's move on from all of that and get into the interestingness that's going to be today, which is basically analysing the situation with Remily. And yes, that is going to be his name standing on my channel, regardless of how disgusting Roz feels it is. And she's done herself such a disservice too, because I always combine names like that. Like, I had Tomily for a while, and whenever there's a fake name and then a real name, I will join them. So it would have been this anyway. Yeah. So anyway.
Yep.
Oliver's personal assistant, thank you so much for the super chat. Usually catch the replay, but need to come in and say hi to Nikki and show my support. Aww.
Oh, thanks, Oliver's. Appreciate you.
Thank you. So Nikki and I have been talking about this relationship and about Remily for a while now. We've been planning this for a while.
Yes, we have.
And
we've been confused about it for a while.
We have. But yeah. Also, just a heads up, Nikki is feeling self-conscious about the amount of swearing that she may bring to the chat. I'm telling her that as a bona fide Aussie, I really don't care how much she swears, but if anyone's feeling sensitive to that, just keep that in mind. I'm
trying my best.
No, don't try your best. Just swear where you want to. It's fine.
No. Out of respect for you, I'm going to try, but Roz does try me sometimes, so let's see how we go, but apologies in advance.
Please swear more.
No. Oh, Vera, do you want to start swearing more, and you want me to open up and see who's going to have a problem with it and who's going to be okay with it?
I think people always think that I don't swear in my personal life because I use Cluck on my channel, but it's purely just a chicken pun. It really is.
I love it.
Hey, Cramlings, thanks so much for coming in here tonight. Raw Wolvies, hello. Hello, everybody coming in. All right, so what we're going to do, specifically, we're going to look at this live that conveniently Charlie just covered today. But anyway, we're doing this one. It was from, 8 days ago? And it shows a really interesting dynamic. I also have a couple of other clips that we can throw in. But here's what I just wanted to float to everybody just before we get started. So I've talked a lot about this before, and that is the atypical variant of Eugenia's condition. You all following me? And it's actually, although it's called atypical, it's actually the most common, like by far the most common, and possibly the most underdiagnosed, because you can actually be like a normal weight while still exhibiting this particular condition and still suffering quite a bit under it. And what got me thinking about it was this clip here. I'll just show it really quick. Hang on a second.
I'm already starting to get full, but I really want to finish this. Because I need to eat more. I'm underweight for my height by a significant amount. I really need to get better at like eating more and stuff. It's like, it's not like I haven't eaten anything. Like I don't have like...
So Roz blanked out the word condition there. Which thankfully for her, she's on top of that. But he's there saying, it's not like I have a condition. I'll just let him keep going.
Like, I just have a low appetite, and that's kind of how I've always been. I really need to hurry up and finish.
So that got us talking, right, Nikki?
Yes, it did. Okay, it raised some red flags. Definitely.
It did.
For me.
And I think that kind of put on the table of like, okay, so are we dealing with just a lanky dude who hasn't come into his full adult man body yet, which is not at all unusual at this age? Is he just trying to bulk up and, do that kind of thing? Or are we dealing with a condition on the table, which really starts to inform on the relationship between he and Roz, if that's the case?
Yeah.
So, he's saying...
That's been one of my theories is like, do they think that they're, and my theories keep changing, guys, so none of these are set in stone, but do they think that they're helping each other because she seems quite proud of the fact that she's helping him, and she's like, I'm so proud of him, and he is like very much like he wants to help Rosie all the time. Do they think that they are helping each other with these conditions? Was one of my sort of theories about what are they both getting out of this? What is the dynamic?
Yeah, exactly. So what raises a flag for me is him saying, I don't have a condition, yet also saying in the same sentence things that kind of sound like a condition. And what I'm thinking is he's categorizing that condition as like quintessentially what Eugenia has, where it's just very minimal and clearly skeletal kind of thing going on. And he doesn't have that, so therefore he doesn't have a condition. And that's why I wanted to bring up the atypical variant.
Yes.
And I'm not going to read through all of this, but this is from the NEDA. I can't say any of those words.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's an official site, but if you want to look it up, everyone, you can. But basically, the atypical condition is a condition that presents with the same symptoms as the Eugenia variant, right? And except that the person is within a, quote, normal or high weight range after losing a significant amount of weight. And this can look like things like what I did. I definitely fall into this category where I was way over exercising and way under consuming for what I was doing. But if I had have been sedentary, it would have been enough food, right?
Yeah.
Or it can, and this kind of seems like where Remily is sitting, is it can be like, yes, there is food being taken in, but entire food groups are being removed. Or it starts to get really specific about one type of food,
Yep. Yeah, I definitely was probably in a similar position to Remy, where I was sort of in denial about it, but it was only ever flagged if it went beyond a certain point, if you know what I'm saying. So it was like trying to stay afloat above a certain point and catching yourself before it would get too severe.
Yeah.
And that can also lead you to isolate because you don't want people to pull you up on that. So that's a whole other situation. But yeah, I would tend to agree that there may be some of this going on, but he doesn't even recognize it. And
Yes.
again, like it's very under-recognized in men as well, I believe.
Yeah, and it manifests differently in men. And doctors may not
Yeah.
even catch it because you go there, they put you on the scales, you're fine, or maybe a little low, but relatively okay. And they're like, yeah, no, you're good. Nothing to see here, which is not at all the truth. But
Yeah.
have a look at this. So it describes emotional and behavioral symptoms. Some of these really ring true. So we don't know if he has a disturbed body image at all. As far as I know, he hasn't mentioned anything like that other than wanting to gain weight. Refuses to eat certain foods and often eliminates whole food groups. And we've heard Rod saying, oh, we're working on this food or we're working on that food. And that might be an indicator that he is removing entire food groups. Complains of constipation, abdominal pain, cold intolerance we've heard from him, and lethargy we've heard from him. Denies feeling hungry. He literally just said in the last clip he has a low appetite. Develops food rituals which make things very limiting. We could also be seeing that. Makes excuses to avoid meal times. He often is not eating when Roz is eating, but then again.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something to judge him on, to be quite fair.
No, not at all. This one was me. Maintains an excessive rigid exercise regime despite whether fatigue, illness, or injury. That was absolutely me. So yeah, but then it goes on to talk about physical signs and symptoms, and it does talk about being within the normal range of weight. Talks about difficulties concentrating, which I think we've seen from him, zoning in and out of conversations. But feeling cold all the time, I actually think they talk about in this one that we're going to watch today. Dry skin, brittle nails, fine hair on the body, thinning of hair on head. Just saying.
Yeah.
So there could be indications going on here that this could fit. But again, this is all speculation, everybody. We couldn't know unless we were there with him in his head.
I'm just seeing somebody saying them a little bit loud, so I'm just turning myself down a little bit. Is that better, guys? I don't want to be out of balance.
Thanks, Cramlings.
So let me know if that's a little bit better. Is that better? I'm sitting back from the mic a little.
You can barely hear me. Why? No, my levels all look right. Is anybody else having trouble hearing me? Or is it just in comparison with Nikki?
That's better? Okay.
We're good? Hey, Yummy, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Amazing mods.
Thanks, mods.
My volume? What? No, I can't up my volume.
You might need to...
I am the volume that I always am, and it's maxed out. We can reduce Nikki, and then you can
just
turn up
me
yours.
down a little.
Yeah, no, I'm literally maxed out in every way, shape, and form. I
don't want people to have an uncomfortable hearing experience.
I can get closer.
Like, I turned me down. My input volume, I turned down a little bit, so that should be better.
I am closer to the microphone. Does that help?
Testing. Is that better for everyone before we get fully into it? Or do I need to go down more?
See, my volume is fine for some people. It's weird because my volume I literally haven't touched at all compared to my normal streams. Nothing is different.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm down. I should be turned down a fair bit now. Cool. All
I think we're good.
I think we're good. I was getting like distracted by that, and I was like, hang on, let me just fix this.
All right, and
try not to yell.
The last thing I just wanted to run through was the fact that there are conditions that he's alluded to that actually go hand in hand with this as well, which is anxiety disorders of many different kinds, many different kinds of anxiety disorders, depression and other mood disorders, which we might say bipolar sits in there, and then a series of self-ouchy kind of things that I can't say at all on here. So yeah. So I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention to have as a filter over what we're about to watch here.
Yeah.
Cool. Shall we get into this? Oh, anything to
Yeah,
add, Nikki?
sounds
Sorry,
good.
I've been talking a lot.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not 100% convinced that he's struggling with that, but I also like there was, and I don't know if you've got that pulled up, but I can quote it. Like he was saying that he was drinking inshores. Maybe it was even here. That red flag went off for me as well. I think that might be coming up, or that might have been a different stream. But yeah, there's a few different things that I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. But there's definitely something at play here to do with the food. Like, let's be real. When it comes to Rosie, it's going to be something surrounding food. But let's get into it and see what we both think watching this again.
Yeah. And like what I said earlier as well, none of this is about answering the questions. It's about having the conversation. We don't know for sure what he's suffering with in any way, but, you know, it's important to talk about, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I couldn't believe seeing this room, by the way.
Oh, filth.
Yeah, it's
Filth. And her being like, we're gonna have to deal with this trash, meaning you're gonna have to deal with this trash.
Look, it's spilling out on the floor. It's like, no.
Happy birthday, Tonya.
Oh,
49.
there's a birthday. Happy birthday. Congratulations on your high score. I love it. Also, my nuggets, I was speculating, but I can confirm my caravan kitchen is bigger than their kitchen.
Oh my gosh. Good for you. Good for you.
And it will not be cluttered like this. No.
All right. No.
All right, I'll play it.
Trash.
Let's go.
Okay.
As well, he's waking up. Oh, that's a crazy angle. Let me fix that. Hi. Give me a second, y'all. Oh, sweet Jesus, that feels good. I feel good. No. Okay. I was just laughing because he's him and I'm me. He's making me giggle.
So am I to be correct as well? Because I heard it in Charlie's chat. I haven't watched all of this live. She's been pre-gaming this breakfast, right? She's been eating while she's been cooking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she ate a good couple sausages and some bacon whilst she was cooking. And I know that we're like, was very much about like the weirdness around the food situation, but I also just want to make sure that people keep in mind like the little hints at like the way the whole dynamic is really, really curious to me. It's not just the food thing. There's like a multitude of other things that I'm very interested in and cannot put my finger on quite. And one of my beautiful subscribers mentioned that in the most recent stream where they were doing the strawberries or whatever it was, there were 61 occasions where she was bossing him around 61. And asking him to do something. Yeah, 61 times in 3 hours.
We were going to do a counter too, but it's like, it's an obscene amount that she just orders him. And in every
61
stream.
times in a 3-hour span.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, that interests me as well. And there's multiple angles that could be coming out of as well. Yes, very interesting.
He's a manly, leaderly man though, guys. Don't forget.
yes.
Go on, sorry.
Manly leader, yes.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you guys for patiently waiting. I do apologize. Okay. I forgot the syrup in the fridge. You know what I don't want to deal with? That. Okay. Yes, November 24th is my birthday. You are correct. Yeah, see, this is already, like, not warm. That's okay. 1, 2.
She ate them warm though.
Somebody's like,
She literally made a point of like, I want to try these fresh, and ate a bunch of the sausages because she was like, I want to try them fresh.
and why does she perpetually have food all over her front? Always. It's all I can look at.
She's a mess.
Either her boobs are in my face and that's all I can look at, or there's food on her dress and that's all I can look at.
It does. It fits the picture, doesn't it?
Okay. Start him out there. I'm gonna give him his egg on his plates. Okay. I just don't know how much of what he's gonna want. Because the strawberries and the pancakes with the syrup is such a good combo, bro. Here we go.
Pause for a sec, Vera. I just wanted to mention about, just for anybody who's relatively new to Rosie or who maybe hasn't picked up on this, but she is very, very controlling around food when it comes to being in that kitchen and being in charge of who gets what and how they get it and when they get it and how much they get. This is also sort of something that is potentially could be quite, I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing for somebody in Remilly's position. The fact that she's going to dole it out what she sees fit. I just, it's something to keep an eye on
I
with her,
agree.
the way that she's super controlling.
I agree, because especially if we are talking about a condition on his end of things, really you want to be encouraging autonomy and agency within trying new foods and fixing the diet and things like that. And she's effectively doing the opposite of that, which is kind
Yes,
of...
and there's two sides to it. I think like a lot of people in recovery do need somebody else to do it for them because they don't want to make those decisions for themselves. So that could be an alternative thing where he's like, you take charge of that, you be in control of that, and I will just do what you say, kind of thing when it comes to the food. I don't know. I don't know.
And does that play into something that I know you've brought up as well, is this dom sub thing? Like, is this part of it?
And this is the thing, I don't know. And I don't know if that's I think that there is a danger when it comes to the way that he is so affected, as we're going to see, by her moods and the way that she behaves around the food. I think it could be a positive thing that she's taking charge of that for him, but we're going to see that it can also be a very negative thing.
Well, also as well, like, I think it's wonderful if you can find your person and you can grow together and, you know, make progress as adults in this world together. But putting all of the onus on your partner to fix you is also a really toxic dynamic.
It is. Yes, correct.
And that's kind of what you're describing there. So if he is putting that on her, immediately that's giving her the power imbalance in her favor.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and she's not a professional either. I mean, if that was put into the hands of a professional or a mother or something like that, then it's a different story.
Yeah, I agree.
Rosie is not in any position to be helping anybody, particularly if they're in a vulnerable position
and
or struggling with something serious.
Especially around food.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because
especially with the tantrums.
Because she absolutely has a condition of her own. It's just the opposite
Definitely.
end. Yeah.
Yep, indeed.
All right. He's coming out soon. And I have to, like, because she makes mention that she's waiting for him before she starts. And I couldn't help but feel like this is first thing in the morning. How much consent is he giving to these videos? And I ask that just because of her potential for aggression and violence that I've seen. Is no an option for him to say realistically?
I don't think so. Especially if they are, I'm thinking way far ahead, but I'm kind of also thinking about once he finishes up with school, what's their income, she's probably posing this to him like, this is how we're going to make our money. So like, you better be on board. And that's also kind of freaking sad because, I mean, if you shoved a camera in my face when I just woke up and if you shoved a camera in my face when I'm eating, I'm going to be not impressed.
Yeah, I know.
Not impressed at all.
I am not a morning chicken. I
Me either.
cannot do that. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You think he'd use it as this is sorry. Oh, dyslexia entered the chat already. My goodness. I think he'd use this as his future. Yeah, that's a bleak future. I have some thoughts on that too. As we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll keep playing this for now.
Yeah.
I want him to have these big pancakes. I have this big one and this small one. And then the berries, and then I do, because I want 2 slices of toast to go with my eggs. I'm gonna start him with one. I fucked up my eggs. I'm so irritated about it, guys.
Why is that so irritating, girl?
I know, that jumped out to me too. The things that she rages about freak me the cluck out.
Same. And like the way that she was angry at him for turning off the light with the pulling thing instead of the switch, but hadn't actually expressed to him that that's what she prefers, and she was kind of mad about that. She's already irritated at this point.
Yeah, she is. You can see there's been an escalation. I didn't watch to see why there was an escalation, but there has clearly been one. And we were just watching that whole pot lid thing the other day. And the rage that she had around that. And I feel like pretty much everybody who's been in a coercive controlling scenario with people who can just fly off the handle like that, these are red flags that you learn how to spot them. Actually, I think I was talking to you were in the chat, weren't you?
Yes, I would shut down. I would be out of there. I would be hiding and staying away from them because, you know, who knows what you're going to do wrong any minute.
Exactly. And you try to de-escalate every little like inkling that you have that it's about to escalate. You try to always de-escalate it, and you're always walking on eggshells so that you don't set it off. And that's the vibe that I get from her. Those people are capable of violence.
Yeah, she very much reminds me of people that I've known in the past. Like that you know, it could be just over nothing, and all of a sudden it's off the handle violence. Not somebody that you want to make unhappy, even if you don't realize, like, something as simple as the light switch or the light thingy, like the fact that could set them off is like, you just want to tiptoe around. Yes, ma'am, whatever you say.
And so in that vein, do you get to wake up first thing in the morning and go, I'm not up for being filmed right now? And that's my concern. Yeah. So yes, it's a choice. Yes, he's being there by choice, but the options on the table are limited. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'll keep playing.
Because I just don't know how hungry he is. I don't know, like, the vibes. So berries on his plate here that I can consolidate the pancakes to this plate. Hi, sweetie. I was just about to get up to grab the syrup from the fridge.
Use the bathroom.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go grab the syrup then.
That was her first boss. She wanted him to do it.
Yep. And now she's been left with no other choice than she has to get up herself, which she should be doing.
Unless she wants to wait. She can't wait.
Need the sugar fix.
Sorry.
Okay. His plate's not finished because I don't know exactly what he wants of what, but I put a few things on there. So for my breakfast, I have 2 sunny side up eggs. This one's really fucked up. We're not talking about it. 2 slices of bacon, 4 sausage links, 1.5. This is like a half-size pancake.
Holy shit.
A few strawberries, and
wait, is this her plate?
Yes, and she's already had like 2 or 3 sausages and a rasher of bacon before this too.
This is, I was talking, just so everybody is caught up, I was talking to Nikki last night about this. So Mr. Chukin is the sort of, he is the lanky guy who just couldn't put on weight as a young man and eventually did, but he can still eat. He eats so much, like all the time, and does not put on weight, which is infuriating. But this is the kind of breakfast that he'd be like, yes, please.
Yep. Yep.
And then we're gonna see Remilly's plate, and it's like itty bitty.
The text toast. I might not have both slices of toast. I might though, to be fair, because I really love toast and eggs. And then this is the Tropicana orange juice, and this is the freshly squeezed tangerines that I did in the beginning of the live. Thank you guys. I missed a lot of the chat. I do apologize. I don't want to start eating without him, so I'm gonna wait. Let me go grab the syrup. Yeah, he's in the bathroom, so. That trash, we gotta take care of that trash like ASAP.
It's on the floor.
Yeah, she threw that there too.
Ugh. And it's all piled up. Like, that looks really precarious. No.
No.
But bending over for her would be difficult. Goodness.
It is.
Yeah, I want to eat with him. So.
Hey guys.
He just woke up. Hi, honey. So, okay. I don't know what you wanted to
I'd be so
what.
pissed.
Sorry?
I'd be so pissed.
If you were him? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, me too. Absolutely not first thing in the morning. No.
Just no. Leave me alone.
He still looks half asleep, like he's still coming around. Because here's the thing, I do get up quite early, even though I am not a morning chicken. But that's because of roosters, you know. But I don't talk to anybody for 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't like my mornings interrupted either. Like, I know what I need to do. I know who I need to feed. I know where I need to go and I've got my routine. Don't interrupt me whilst I'm doing those things, or something's going to go wrong in the day. And this guy's literally just woken up, gone for a pee, and showtime.
Yeah.
And now eat in front of everybody too.
Yeah. That's rough. No, thank you.
So we just got kind of similar to yesterday. So I do have a second Friday because the yolk broke.
Okay.
But I don't know what you wanted for what. So I gave you your pancakes. There's more toast for you.
Cool.
If you want it.
This is plenty.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. No, this is awesome, baby. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So
He's like, let me serve myself.
I always find their kisses so awkward. I hope it's
Same.
because they're on video and he's uncomfortable with the video aspect, but it's just so awkward.
Yeah. It's like kissing grandma.
Or mum.
Kind of. Yeah. For real.
I will pick it up as I please.
Perfect. So this is the Tropicana orange juice. And this is freshly squeezed tangerine juice.
Okay. I don't think I've had that before.
Give it a try and compare, because I think I know what my opinion is, but I don't want to influence yours. Yeah, that's...
See, so this could read as her being encouraging of him trying new foods.
Yes,
Or-
but it's also at the same time controlling.
Yes.
She's very much like, do you want this on your plate? Do you want this on the plate? How much do you want to eat of this? It's like,
Yes.
ugh.
It's
I can't imagine anything worse. Just let me help myself.
It's the toddler choice, right? So do you want broccoli
Yeah.
or do you want carrots? Either way, they're getting a vegetable.
Yeah, I don't know. I also just want to say a huge thanks to everybody in the chat. I see a lot of my chatters over here, and
Yeah.
it's amazing to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you sub up to Vera too,
I
and
think
thumbs up.
we do share a decent audience, which is really good. It's good to see.
I think
But
so.
hello, thank you so much for coming in, everybody.
Beautiful to see everyone.
So,
I like it.
yeah, do you want to take a sip of this and compare to see which one you like more?
Yeah. I like them both.
Cool. Which
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
I'll take the juice.
Perfect. 'Cause that's what I want.
Hey guys.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Good morning, sunshine.
So again, if I could just direct your attention, everybody, to what I would describe as his offbeat moments. Look at him when he's not being engaged with, when he thinks nobody's looking at him, and when his mind is able to wander. He's in a bad
Yep.
state.
He seems down. He seems like he's wincing. And she did mention that he has done, like recently, he adjusted his meds, and that's
Yeah.
why he seems so out of it. But at the same time, if he's just readjusted his meds, Rosie, why are you feeding the guy the Willie's THC drink? Like, does not seem like a great choice
Good
for
point.
somebody who's just adjusting their meds.
Very good point.
I don't know. And like, yeah. It's obviously an awkward time for him if he's in like 2 weeks into a med change.
Yeah. So maybe don't put him
He
on
could
camera.
be out of it.
Just
Yeah, exactly.
Don't make him be on camera. Just let him do what he needs to do. Med changes are no
Mm-hmm.
joke, and we don't know what kind of med he's, changing. It could be really serious. It's yeah.
Could
just
be.
let him be.
Could be for his mental illness. It could be for, I believe, has he got is it bipolar or
Bipolar.
BPD? I can't remember, but yeah,
Diagnosed
either
with
way, like
bipolar,
probably give the guy some space when he's dealing with changing meds and let
Which
him have a vacation.
Which even if it was something as like, generic as an antidepressant, which I say generic because lots of people take them, but even that is enough to mess with you for a few weeks.
Yep,
Mm.
definitely.
Good morning.
Okay. We're gonna eat now.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome, honey. Did you sleep good? you were
Yeah,
out. You were
yeah.
gone.
So, just coming up here, this is kind of what made me come to a conclusion on the conditions versus lanky guy trying to bulk up. I was talking to Nikki about it last night. I've known many a guy, lanky guy, spent a lot of time around very tall, very skinny guys who are just trying to put on weight. And something that they all have in common is that they scoff their food, they eat stupid amounts of it, like the sheer calories that go into their systems is a lot, and they tend to eat it fairly quickly because it's going to be the result of like a high metabolism, right? So they're wanting to get the food in quickly. But just everyone watch, in particular, like down this lower left corner here, watch how he's dealing with his food, and this was probably the biggest red flag for me for a condition being on the table that I've seen so far.
Well, I would like to add as well that in a previous stream, I think it was it previous or after this? Okay, right now, this is a weird morning situation too. Just to have the avert or the opposite kind of idea in our minds as well is like, he's also being very careful because he's probably sensing that she's in a mood, and she's also very food aggressive.
Yeah.
And he may be sensing that this is weird because in the next stream, which is I also found concerning, whenever they did the salmon burgers, he did scoff that one burger down real quick.
Look what I have prepared.
And and that also was a concern. So yeah, this is like very different behavior for a different mood, I suppose, is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like her mood really affects him.
Why I had this one ready to go was because it was after, so like 4 days after the one that we're watching now. And that's enough time for her to have gotten feedback from everybody going, what is wrong with him? This looks like a condition. And then they try to, overcompensate in the other direction. And we've seen that a few times.
Also, he reads the comment. He definitely reads the comment.
Oh, he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
He shouldn't. Nope.
But should we watch this little bit really quick?
It's up to you.
I'll play just a little bit because he like really digs into this. Huge bites, enthusiastic eating.
Performative.
Yep.
Never tell us behind you, babe.
And he's like, it's so good, babe.
Yeah.
Yes, overperforming, I think.
Yeah, the bites are huge, and he's not chewing as much as he has in other videos as well, which is what made me think it's different.
Yeah, that three-day-old fish couldn't have tasted good, says Salmon. Exactly. I mean, ugh, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go back. I'll go. Oops, no, too far. There.
Not that far
I'm sure
back.
if you were like actually conscious of the conversation at first, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
People have full blown conversations with me, and I have no recollection of it until I wake up 3 hours later.
Yeah. I mean, same. That happens to me too.
So this
Mm.
time I made the pancakes better. They're
Oh,
just
it's
what they're supposed to
incessant,
look
isn't
like.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want syrup?
Yes.
Or do you want me to do it?
I got it.
How y'all doing? Yeah, I'm still butthurt about what I did to this yolk.
Oh, shut up about
Whatever.
Imagine being that mad about an egg.
it. It's an egg.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look how perfect that is.
That.
Mr. Chukin would look at this plate and be like, "Where's the rest of it?"
Exactly. Like, where's the other half?
There's half a piece of toast, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she actually winds up taking that off him.
She does.
An egg, and 2 very small pancakes, and some strawberries. And the most important thing to watch is how he's dealing with his food with the fork once he starts eating it. But yeah,
That's the thing. We're always focused on Rosie and what she's doing, but in this moment, we were actually forced to look at him and the way that he was behaving with the food, which, like,
Yeah.
a lot of the times, like, he's just there in the background. In this moment, he really was center of the screen. He was the focus, and I really think he hated it. But, like, what choice does he have?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, watch
Forced us to
everybody.
watch him.
Everybody watch lower left corner. That's what we're focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Are people being dumb? Do you have any mods in the chat? I'm not in the mood. Yeah, Levi and the man get along well. Hey, Nerdy and Spicy. Yes, he's got SpongeBob pants, and I realized it when we were sitting out by the pool. I was like, he's been wearing it so often, I didn't even realize it. And then I was like, oh yeah, you're wearing my merch.
Yeah.
It's genuinely like actually comfy.
It's comfy. It's good to sleep in.
We got a jammy yolk here. It kept cooking because the eggs were like touching. This was supposed to be side up.
And the girl that says she would never eat drippy eggs on camera
Mm,
is wishing that they were drippy.
mhm.
Just saying.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to eat any of her cooking, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it just goes back to the Fifi stuff. It's like,
Mhm.
girl, you said that you would never want to eat drippy eggs on camera, yet here you are wishing that they were drippy. And it's like, she's just such a hypocrite and definitely still engaging in some of that Fifi shit, in my opinion.
All of this is against TOS. Just because they're
Mm.
not enforcing it does not mean it's not against it either.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we have both ends of the spectrum too,
Yeah, we do.
potentially,
Yeah, quite possibly.
in one frame.
Isn't that wild? But yeah,
Mhm.
and I think you're right about that. I think we have 2 potentially opposing conditions that are trying to performatively help each other. But it seems like the only person who's actually attempting to make any progress is Remily.
Yep.
Mm.
You can call him Lee or Remy, either one.
But not both.
I mean, he's always kind of cold. My man's name is also Lee, so I call him Lee.
So yeah, referencing that he's always cold there, which we read was one of the symptoms.
Yeah.
Short for Lily Sobieski. What is that? I never heard of that before.
These are really good.
Yeah?
So this behavior, he's like attempting to try and cut the things on his plate with his fork, and either her pancakes are as tough as steak, or he's just really trying to make a show of this. And then he's like shuffling things around on his plate. These are things
It's
I
a
used to do.
well-known.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it really is. And I don't know, that worries me, because if he was legitimately just trying to bulk up, this would be being packed
It'd be
away.
in the mouth. Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
not wrong.
I'm glad. These are the brown sugar and honey breakfast sausages. Spoiler alert, they're delicious. No, I think I banned that person. Hey, Coffee. Because I'm just really, like, sick of the discourse. People are just annoying. My supporters come into the live and literally ask me, like, what do you want most off your wish list? People were DMing me asking me to bring the wish list back. Like, just, like, don't fucking buy something. If you don't want to, good lord. Anyway.
Pause. Look at his face.
I know.
He's wincing. And sorry guys, if you hear the Discord noise, I don't know if you guys hear it or not, but I'm muting because like my birds are like popping off in the other room, and I'm not sure how much you can hear them. So apologies for that if you hear them screaming. But yeah, he's like wincing, he's like rocking, he's leaning over the plate, he's pushing stuff around. It's very sort of classic, sort of like, yeah, yummy behavior.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It doesn't, something about it looks wrong. The only thing, sorry if you can hear the monitor going off in the background there. The only thing I will say is if he doesn't prefer to eat in the morning, I personally can't eat first thing in the morning. It makes me nauseated. Maybe it's that. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
But also, like, I know for me anyway, when I was struggling with stuff like that, and even still to this day, like, I don't really enjoy and like love to be eating on camera in front of especially an audience, like,
No.
let alone in front of, like, I still have like some, like, I'm not as bad now, but like still have some like kind of like I don't really love to eat around strangers or somebody that I've just met. That's like, I don't know, but I can imagine that this is like horrible for him to be forced to eat in front of this audience. And I don't know, like if there's anxieties around food, this is definitely not it. Unless this is like exposure therapy, I don't know.
Desensitization.
Seriously, like I can't think of anything else.
Oh, Witch of the Wood, thank you so much. I commented on Nikki's last live about Remy asking her to keep their intimacy private and Roz bulldozing that boundary, compounding that topic. With this one makes her comments about his weight feel especially insidious to me.
Right.
I agree. And also that comment on their members only live, in the pool.
Yep.
About him gonna fly away. Like, I can't help but feel that if that was reversed and he was making comments about her, I don't like it either.
Like,
Thank
you're
you
definitely
so
not
much.
going to fly away, big girl. How would you like
me.
Exactly.
What I was gonna say is I do have a bit of a weird situation with conditions, because I've been at his side. And then something broke in my brain when I went through all my mother stuff, and I swung right over to the other side.
What happened?
Yeah, well, I don't know, something broke, and that's what happened. And so considering I've been on both sides of it, I wouldn't want to eat on camera either. Absolutely not. I don't even like eating and you can't see me and you can hear it. I don't even want to do that on my streams,
Yep, totally.
Yeah, but no, he's having to sit here, and I just cringe a little bit when I, at different lives and different comments and things like that, where I see the words, but he's choosing to be here. And I just, the only thing I want to leave room for is, yes, it's very possible that he's just really into this situation and he's getting his currency filled and the attention and all that, but I just want to leave room for what would it look like if we were wrong on that? And what would it look like?
there's multiple things going on here, and we've discussed it, Vera, but like there could be something else going on here with the whole submissive thing as well, where he enjoys somebody telling him what to do, and then that tied in with the eating thing. Also, the fact that Rosie seems to gravitate and has always gravitated towards people who are somehow vulnerable, whether they are very young, whether they have mental
Yes.
illness, whether they are homeless, whether they are whatever. She always gravitates towards people that have a vulnerability. In saying that, Remy picked her out of the crowd by finding her
Yes.
on that trauma dump podcast. And he also mentioned that he found a lot of his friends online trauma dumping on Reddit. So they both seem to like, I don't know, surrounding themselves with people that seem helpless, that seem vulnerable, that need help, or seem like easily manipulated. I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah, I think an alternative thing, like perspective to that, could be that maybe he saw something in her that he wanted to grow himself, like the confidence around her body
Yes.
acceptance and things like that. It could have been attractive on that level.
True.
I don't know though. I really don't.
And
it-
maybe she needs to like pick up some shame from him.
maybe
Take away some of his shame.
I think she's looking for people to control. I think that's her motivation. But whether or not he's also looking for people to control, I haven't necessarily seen evidence of that. But yeah, it's a curious.
Not necessarily control, but does he want to be around people who need fixing, who need help, who are a little bit helpless, but he doesn't want to necessarily take advantage of them in the same way as Rosie?
Yes.
There's also this whole thing that I can't get out of my head where, like, at some point in time, if she keeps going the way that she's going, guess who's going to be in full control? It ain't going to be her.
Yeah.
If she becomes immobile, who's going to be in control? It's going to be him.
Although, having said that, have you seen some My 600 Pound Life thing?
Oh, I know.
Where they're so
This is very typical.
aggressive.
This is so typical of that exact situation.
Yeah. And so even though the people who are walking around and enabling the situation, they are technically in control, like physically, but they're not though, because of all the gaslighting and the guilt and the erosion of self-confidence. And it's insidious, right? I don't know. And I also think regarding like fetish stuff, because I've definitely seen a lot of that discussion going on. I think, the whole chubby chaser thing aside, I'm talking more about the sub-dom stuff. I also wonder if it's genuinely that, or if it's somebody who is discovering themselves and learning about themselves and kind of feel a comfort around being told what to do, because maybe that's what mummy used to do. And so that feels comfortable and is being labeled as a fetish rather than an actual sexual desire, if that makes sense.
This is another thing, totally an aspect of this, is the fact that the guy's very inexperienced. This is his second relationship ever. The one prior to this overlapped with this one.
And it was only
and it wasn't
2 months.
very long. So exactly. So this is like his first real relationship. So there is a chance that he's just like feeling like he's too invested now to go back.
Yeah. And also, I noticed in that last relationship, it was with a man. It was only for 2 months, but they were already using the love terminology. So that was really rushed. And also this relationship has been really rushed. So he's like launching himself into these things.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's all a factor. It's all coming together. But we're just waiting for Roz to get to her little tanty that she's going to chuck very shortly.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, okay. She's a scientist now? That's cool. People really should mind their business. Truly. Exactly. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything. Hey Dino. Yep, we're live. I just made breakfast.
And it's yummy.
But wearing black to cook white pancakes was a choice. You're correct. There's nothing wrong with the wish list. People do them for marriages, babies. Why not? Just for people who watch you. People are mean. Yep. I've had people literally DM me and be like, I bought this off your wish list to like spite the hate.
Sorry, I'll just get this Marstone. Spicy Ginger, thank you so much for being a clucker for 4 months. He comes from a radical Christian family, and radical religion encourages one to accept suffering and give up their personal freedom. And maybe he doesn't know better. I do think that can, like, prepare you to be victimized in this way, for sure. His mother is questionable to me at this point. Don't know about the father.
I also think that they both, like, that could also just be another thing that they bond over. And I think that is why they both try to be so, like, in quote marks, like, woke, because they have both come from that kind of background, and they are like, yeah, like, we are so, like, free spirited, but it does come off performative from both of them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, because both of them are very close-minded.
Yeah, but say all the right words, but don't actually do the actions.
Right? Yeah, I agree.
Haters, and I'm like, you know what? Tea. Tea. Oh yeah, these pancakes are so much better.
Yeah.
Last time I did almost all water, and I did like a splash of cream into the water, and it did exactly what I wanted this time.
Nice.
His hands are under the table.
It's so nice hearing
now.
conversation that isn't just surface level. Thank you so much, the chemistry acts. I really appreciate that. That's a very nice compliment. Thank you.
I don't know if that's a compliment. Yeah. He's doing a lot of self-soothing behaviors. I've noticed he plays with his hands a lot. He's also occasionally doing little shakes, like energy shakes. But yeah, there's always a lot of self-soothing going on with him.
Yes, and like what Rendell's saying in the chat here, similar to Rev, he has little to no experience and thinks this dynamic is normal. Plus, Roz has mentioned she tells him what she wants him to know about what she does online. I think she picks and chooses what she tells him about from the past,
Agreed.
and I think that she's fully brainwashed him into being a minion and believing like, oh, these are all lies and this is all bullying and this is all stalking and blah, 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 blah. Like,
yeah,
and I mean, once you, especially if you're vulnerable, you are more open to this type of brainwashing. I don't have a better word.
No, it absolutely is brainwashing. And the problem is she will be doing still love bombing things probably behind the scenes. So times where she makes him feel really special or really heard or really supported. She may even be manufacturing some of this drama in order to be able to play that role for him. And so in his mind, he might be feeling miserable in this relationship, but then the other part of his brain's going, oh, but then there's this, this is a really good part of it. And
also, it's us against the world. Like these bullies and these trolls, they're coming for me and my family too, which I don't know how I feel about that being potentially manufactured, and I wouldn't put it past Roz to manufacture that type of drama. But yeah, it's created this like trauma bond.
Yes.
Really. There's a lot of things they're bonding over is like maybe it's a blanket thing, like issues with food, family that's very religious, growing up queer, not knowing you're queer,
trouble with food.
having, and now it's the bullying and it's the, it's us against everybody else and they're coming after us and they're doing this and that. And like, I mean, she didn't need to expose him to the internet. That was a choice she made.
No. And she goes on about protecting him. Like, absolutely at no point have you protected this man. You knew better. You watched it happen with Emily and you still let this happen.
It happened with her ex-boyfriend even back as far as 2015, I believe, where she was stalked and harassed. We've only got her side of the story, to be honest, but, to the point that she had to get off the internet or it was going to threaten the custody of the child. And this is discussed, like, absolutely insane. So she's been here, done this, and is still continuing to do it again. I don't know why you would do that. Because, oh, wait, I know why. Because she wants to be a victim.
Yes. Yeah, but here's the thing about these. The way she's conducting this, like, if we're right about this, it could be that he's just very into this. But if we're right about what we're saying here, the way this goes And if he is at all listening to this, or anybody else who is feeling a little conflicted in this moment about their relationship, this gets worse. This will get worse when you're married or living together or in any sort of place of compromise. This gets worse. The good stuff will diminish, the bad stuff will grow.
And also, it's worth noting that she's already starting this isolation thing where now, like, everyone that wants to be his friend has to go through her. Because now it's like, well, there could be a troll. Let me have a look. So it is some level of isolation, to be quite honest.
What is this? I'll say hello, Rue. Roz and Remjob admitted in an earlier stream that she approves all his online contacts these days. And he's admitted long before that the internet is how he makes friends. I think that's true of a lot of people. So she's controlling his social output.
Well, yeah, because and I don't know how this is possible because his Facebook is private, but she said that somebody that was probably a troll had reached out to him in his DMs on Facebook, which, I mean, how? Anyway, but and she now has him, like, he's turned off all of his, like, potential requests for Facebook friends and messages, and he's now, that's what I was saying, like, he's now going to feel like he's got to show her every message that comes through to check if that's a troll or not.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying about the isolation thing. Like, he has no freedom to make friends because now he's got to be concerned that it's a troll.
And that is a massive, like, that's almost a cliche, right? In abusive relationships, that they do that. Princess Brioche, I know you're kind of new in here, but you and I are totally on the same page with this. I say this all the time. Gender swap this, and what does it look like? It looks really bad. Really bad.
Thanks for being here, Bruce. Thanks for being awake, everyone, actually.
It's pretty impressive. Well, no, except Asha. Asha doesn't get those points. That's an Aussie too.
Yes, true.
And
There's a couple of Aussies, but guys, make sure you thumbs up the stream while you're here, please, too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That is something that I really like about you, is your depth.
Yeah?
As a person, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Dude, these brown sugar and honey sausages, these are so sweet. I don't even need to dip them in syrup. And I love dipping these in syrup.
Man, everything's just sugar and salt, isn't it? Just like sugar and salt, nothing else. Has she tried just consuming those on their own?
What's happened to the beatus is what I want to know.
Oh, it's cooking for sure.
Definitely raging.
I like to drown my pancakes in syrup.
No, you definitely like more syrup than I do. I also, just sugar-wise, I just try to be careful. Yeah. When I was a kid, I drowned that son of a bitch in syrup. I sure did. One of my friends has a kid with cancer. Oh, no. I donated $500 because I was doing well at the time.
Should I skip forward a bit to her little...
Yeah.
I'm conscious of time.
Yeah.
Because she gets upset at somebody.
Yes. Somebody made a comment about boogers, but it got deleted.
Yeah, wasn't it runny eggs or something like that?
Somebody said, like, I eat raw eggs, something, and it's like just like boogers, and she's like,
there's actually two
blasphemy.
This
my emetophobia.
This is what you were talking about. So he's actually just said in the transcript here, it's hard for me to eat in the mornings, but ensure protein drinks. Yeah, so that's where he says that. Does she say gross? Well, why would you say that? I think. Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Wait, and she also said here, like, someone said, don't talk to me for the first hour. Like, are they acknowledging? That was literally the next line above this one was like, don't talk. Oh, she must be reading someone else's comment saying, like, don't talk to me for at least an hour before, like, after I wake up.
I'll play that.
Yeah, why not?
Me too. Me waking up is the hardest part of the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me for like the first hour. Just don't talk to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we're not respecting him also feeling that way.
Seriously.
Nancy, why would you say that while I was eating?
Yeah, so for anyone, this comment was deleted. Oh, and I've lost the chat now. It was deleted, but basically making a joke about runny eggs tasting like snot or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And she is about to very much overreact to that comment.
Definitely. Keeping in mind, this is the person that like wipes their nose with a dish towel and then like cleans the bench. Like,
Oh, no, you know the one that sticks in my mind? When she cut raw meat on a cutting board and then ate the finished meal off it.
oh no, there's worse. Like, she's definitely done worse, but yeah. I mean, just as an example. And then the whole mention of saying that she's got emetophobia, she has no freaking idea, because there's no way you'd be eating 5-day-old takeaway leftovers if you had that emetophobia.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to use that as an excuse here. It's not how it works.
I actually misheard her. I thought she said metaphobia.
No,
Like, is that-
emetophobia, the phobia of being sick,
Yes.
which I have also had some struggles with. But
Yeah.
she is like saying like that runny egg comment triggered my emetophobia. No, because like that's just not how it works. Like they would have had to have been talking about being sick. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna save you that comment.
Okay.
making him anxious.
Yeah, he's responding.
Why did she have to say anything?
Well, there goes my appetite.
Okay.
I'll
Okay,
need a
madam.
minute.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh. Sorry, honey.
It's okay. Just
I just have to distract myself for a minute and I'll be fine.
yeah. This is really good.
Now
Yeah.
pause, because
Yeah, I had thoughts too.
if she was trying to spare him the disgust, why even say anything? Why not just sit quietly for a minute instead of making it into this big deal?
Yeah. And did you catch him saying out of nowhere, and it's not contextual to what's going on, he said, "This tastes really good." He's managing this energy level at the moment. He's trying to de-escalate.
Coping.
Yes. And I saw that also, that kind of thing, when they did the nail painting thing at the end of Texas. He was actively trying to diffuse her from getting worked up at one point. He knows full well what her triggers are and what it looks like when she starts to go.
Exactly.
And that's not healthy. You don't want to
Calming her
be in
down.
a relationship like that. You're managing somebody's emotions constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love those sausages. Oh, my friend, plans later when we feel like getting arrested. Good to go.
Cool.
Keeping it vague.
Cool.
I'm timing you out for that. I'm trying to eat, dude. That's gross. I don't know if you're a troll or not, but that's fine.
And can I just say that this is not... It's not a big deal to her, because then on the next live, that person apologized and she's like, "Oh no, it wasn't a big deal. I knew you weren't trying to troll." She just was overreacting to this.
Somebody actually got that next comment. I'm just trying to see if I can find it. Somebody posted it recently somewhere that I was looking.
While
It
you
was
look,
kind of just like, yeah, go for it.
thank you so much, Benita. I appreciate you. Just 5 gifted memberships just went out. Everybody, there is a Discord with weekly Cluckers only streams. If you want to take advantage, jump on in. Thank you so much, Benita. Can we get chicken butts and juicy peaches in the chat for Benita? I'm seeing
I
a
think
lot of
the
your
person
people.
pretty much like followed up by saying like, what are you talking about? Like kind of like what I said earlier, which was along the lines of, why are you acting so squeamish? You literally wipe your nose on stuff and like continue on with like cleaning stuff with the same thing. It was along those lines anyway. And they were kind of saying like, why are you acting so weird about this? It's not that big of a deal. And we know it's not that big of a deal to you. why are you making it one? And I don't know if she's purposely trying to make him feel bad around the food, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There is something very strange about the way she deals with the food that I can't put myself in that place at all. It's extreme.
I feel like this picture is perfect. Look, she's there angry at the chat, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, yeah. And look at his posture. Oh, it's just he just seems so sad. This miserable state is going to get worse. There's going to be more and more of it. He needs to not move in with her.
Agreed.
Fucked up. Yeah, I'm done eating.
Ugh, so uncomfortable.
It really is.
You okay?
I'm just suddenly really nauseous.
She fully triggered his anxiety in this.
Yep, I agree. And that really helps.
Yeah. Like, now it's all you, not me. You deal with it. So we can actually see here he's consumed his egg. He's got a piece of toast. He's half consumed. No, actually, not even half. Like, maybe a third
Couple
of his
bites.
pikelets and one strawberry. He's
Not
mostly...
pikelets, Vera.
What? Why?
Does anybody know what pikelets are?
Pancakes.
Miniature pancakes. I can imagine everyone going, "What the fuck is a pikelet?"
I know. You know what, though? Sometimes it's funny because I mentioned that I have a pot plant, and I didn't
Yes,
realize...
I did that the other day. Everyone's like, "You talking about growing some sort of substances?" And I'm like, "No, like, you know, potted plant."
Yeah, no, I have a pot plant right next to me. What do you just... Yeah, pike. No, not... Oh my gosh, Benita. Pikelet.
Pikelets, tiny. Usually they're like tiny pancakes, like the size of the palm of your hand.
This is how it's spelled, everybody. I'm not saying anything weird.
No, we're not being weird. No,
Sorry, yeah, a
it's
pikelet...
not a slur.
A pikelet is just a very small pancake, like what we would call these pikelets because they're small.
Oh my god. Not people thinking we're using slurs, and like we're actually just explaining a food that we eat.
Oh no. I'm just going to keep the video going and we can move past this super casually. Looks like his heart's racing.
Mm-hmm. He's
Yeah.
humming as always.
Yep.
I have to be quiet for a minute, honey. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a nice change.
It's okay. Take your time.
I would
No
absolutely melt.
Seriously, she triggers me. I'm not even in the room with her, and like past trauma informs on it, you know, is like the way she acts. I've seen it so many times before. It's not good.
It's like, is she going to swing on me? Is this my fault? What did the comments say? What's the gross thing? Why should I be sick too? Like, is there a reason that we should be anxious about what that person says? Was it about me? Was it about the way that I'm eating? Was it about something like my mind would be racing? And plus, if I'm already a bit anxious, which I am, and also a bit anxious around food, like this is just like a recipe for me to lose my shit and cry and go back to bed.
Yeah. I agree. You know, in horror movies, Alfred Hitchcock was the king of this, where they don't show you what's actually happening, and it's so much worse because your imagination fills it in than if they had have just shown you. It would have been like not as impactful. That's pretty much what's going on here.
Yeah, and the anticipation of the response too.
Yeah, and like
how is this going to escalate?
Even if she's not putting her hands on him like in a physical way. We know she's a thrower, and that is intimidating to be around, no matter your gender. It's awful.
I just feel so bad. Like I wouldn't cope in this scenario. I don't know
No.
what I would do because I don't want to make her mad. So I'm going to continue to perform, but I'm also like really feeling like sick about the situation. I don't know.
And
I don't like it.
And see, that's what I think brings into question, is this fetish a fetish thing for him? Because if it were you or I'm guessing we might have had the Texas thing, you know, have a couple of weeks there, seen how horrific that is, and then never talk to her again. Right?
Yeah, and I wouldn't be extending my trip. But it depends how. This is where it comes into him being very inexperienced in relationships and not knowing
Yes.
if this is normal or not. And what was his household dynamic like growing up? And all these things
Yes.
come into question.
Does he know what real love and real partnership looks like, or is this what he thinks it is? And
Exactly.
ultimately, like the thing that I'm coming to is that I think his self-truth about like how he feels about himself is extremely flawed and extremely low. And I think that he's experienced a great deal of loneliness in his life. And I think that it shouldn't be underestimated what loneliness can drive someone to and what it will make them put up with. Because it's almost
prior
a desperation.
to her, his best friends were his cats.
Yeah.
He said.
Exactly.
Prior to his relationship with Rosie. She's his new best friend.
And
that's fucking sad.
And
Sorry.
you know the pyramid of needs, how you can't progress up the pyramid until the base levels are filled. And so there's food and shelter and all that, and they say sex, but like realistically it can also be translated into companionship as well. Yes. And if he's missing that, he might be almost like ravenously hunting for it, right? And he might have and he might have a self-truth about himself that nobody wants me, nobody thinks I'm attractive because nobody has. And now here there's this person who's lavishing me with all of this love bombing and accepting me for who I am and trying to improve me. Then this starts to look logical.
Yeah. I mean, if he does really think that low of himself, then perhaps he feels as though this is what he deserves.
Personally, I'm leaning towards that. And because here's the thing, I think Emily with Amber is a fetish thing. I think there's humiliation involved. I think there's like a punishment thing involved. I don't know. I think it's very messy. I think it's all predilection territory, right? The reason why I think that about her is because she is a grown woman who is very confident within herself. She's had a kid. She's had very serious relationships. She has a career. She has her own house. There is abundance in her life in a lot of different ways where she has fully grown into the adult that she's going to be. It's a weird adult, but it's an adult, right?
Yeah, and it's a two-way street because they're both very strong, confident. They know what they want. They're going to say no. Whereas in this situation, I'm not sure about that because of the lack of experience, the age, the mental health vulnerabilities, all of that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at the mental age more than anything, and just the life experience, because he's gone from a very conservative home into the military, and just now is he stepping out and exploring himself as an independent person. I think this is a vulnerable time in his life, regardless of how he perceives his sexual preferences to be.
Yeah, and I think that if he has ever even like had an inkling of like, oh, maybe like, I like bigger girls, and maybe I'm a little bit of a submissive, like Rosie would jump on that with all claws and go, hell yeah, that's exactly what I want. Someone who's going to do everything for me, love me, think I'm beautiful, and don't want anything in return.
And then reinforce that belief system in himself, thinking that that is the right path. Meanwhile, how this plays out is it goes south at some point because it's a toxic as Cluck relationship. She's set up enough data on him to tell the world that he is an abusive feeder. And everybody will believe it. His career will be ruined. His reputation will be ruined. And he will be decimated as a human being because his whole confidence structure has been eroded over the time. It's going to be devastating when this ends for him.
Well, this is the thing. Like, this is what Rosie does. We've seen the pattern, the way that she destroys lives when she receives criticism. It is definitely something that she's done over and over again. However, this is why I keep saying to my chat, like, I really hope he is the sole admin of that Discord, because
Yes.
and I know that sounds really bad, but that'll be his only saving grace. If she knows that she's done and said things inside that Discord, and he can not necessarily use it against her, but he's got that, then perhaps she will second think before she tries to destroy him.
Hope so. But
That's what I hope too. I know it sounds toxic and bad, but I mean, like, I hope he does.
But it's a protection mechanism, though, isn't it? Like, it's setting something up
Yeah.
for himself that, yeah. I mean, I think she's lazy enough to not learn how to do Discord.
And he definitely set up the server for them. So he would have like the ownership of it. And I'm not saying that he should or would release stuff, but it may be like a bit of armor that he's got to protect him from that life ruination that she normally throws at people.
Enough to hold her at bay, even without saying anything.
Yeah.
Just enough that she knows it's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. I really do.
I don't have much to say at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Do you like to read, honey?
do I like to read? Sometimes. I have to be in the right headspace for it. Reading can be frustrating for me at times because I lose my place a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Swizzleist. Can we stop talking about it, please? Okay, that's good. My emetophobia is very real. I'm sorry, guys. I just need a minute.
Girl.
It just got triggered really.
He said, I don't have much to say right now, which I feel is like his hint at like, hey, take the camera off me, maybe end the stream. Instead, she keeps reading out comments.
And asking him questions. I was actually just sitting there thinking, like, she's asking him, do you like to read? I'm sure that this is something that they've discussed before, so she knows the answer. It's very much putting him on the spot.
Yep. Entertain for me.
Yeah.
While I have a meltdown, a formative meltdown.
Because somebody said snot. You know, like...
Yep.
Yeah. Everything is so real about
A
it.
test. I feel like it was a test.
Yes, I agree. I definitely agree. It's so bleak. I mean, at this point, I feel like if this is a fetish thing and nothing more, that's the best case scenario here.
Yes, seriously. If he's in on it and he's like, yes, you're embarrassing me, and yes, that's what I want, that's fine to some extent. But I just don't know if he has enough experience to be fully able to consent to that kind of situation.
No, I agree. And like,
my opinion.
I've known a lot of people in various aspects of the fetish world. I don't know why. I just always find myself around these sorts of people with these sorts of interests. But but it generally doesn't infiltrate the rest of their relationship. Like, it's a bedroom thing more so than we're going to cosplay this every single moment of every single day.
At that point, it's a lifestyle, right?
Yeah, and I just don't know.
An actual lifestyle.
I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not possible, but it would be unusual from what I've seen.
I just don't think he's got enough experience in any kind of fetish world to know where, like, aftercare, boundaries, where does this end and where does this begin? Like,
Safe
do we have a
words.
code word?
Yeah.
Yes, like, we have a place where I'm like, I am genuinely uncomfortable. Let's stop this. Like, I don't think that he's got enough experience to even know that those things are necessary.
Yeah, and is he
If
just
that is what this is.
And is he just operating on a comfort zone, like I said, because it's familiar to be told what to do, and so he's interpreting that as that's what he likes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps, and the military thing comes into that too.
It does, yeah. I mean, well, when you think about it, being told what to do removes responsibility from yourself to actually make decisions for your own life. It is comfortable to a degree to be told what to do. You don't have to think. You don't have to commit. It's childish in a sense.
She's a very dominant woman. She will tell him what to think, what to wear, what to eat, what to study, when to study. And I just wonder, like, and it is kind of weird that this does seem to be the sort of dynamic that occurs a lot in my 600-pound life, like,
Yes.
where it is like this guy is like in full control of this person's life, but still are somehow being bossed around by this bedbound person.
Yes.
Very interesting.
It
Very
is.
interesting.
And I think that's where gaslighting really has a lot to play in that realm, because they're essentially doing psychological warfare at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's overwrought. Yeah. Well, she hasn't even fully gone off yet, so we'll keep going.
Really bad. I'm sorry. Just bad timing. I'm gonna put my food in the kitchen. I need to get this away from me.
Okay.
Shit, drop my fork.
I got it.
Ugh, the eye contact.
Yeah, he always looks at the chat with fear in his eyes. See that shaking? He's trying to shake off the tension. It's like what dogs do.
Yeah.
It's a self-soothing thing. It's been just constant, his self-soothing all the way through this.
Yeah. Rocking, humming,
Yep.
and groaning and like staring off into the distance, and like there's a lot of things that are just like blaring red flags to anybody who cared about him that he's not comfortable, right?
Yeah, and then she got irate by being accused that she didn't care about his anxiety. But she's caused this anxiety. We saw it just play out. It's escalating for him, and it started when she had a reaction to that comment. So
Yes.
she doesn't care about his anxiety. She caused it. And now she points the
I
camera
actually
directly
was
at
like,
him.
I think like if she had have just said to him, somebody made a comment about boogers in the chat, because now his brain is going over like, what was it that made
Yeah.
her this upset? Like, I would just be like, what was it? What was it? What was it? I don't know, but like also don't want to piss her off, so like let me be quiet about it and just continue to perform for her, because I guess that's what I'm doing now. Like, I don't know, it's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. And she deleted the comment too, so he can't even go back and look.
Nope.
It's cruel, actually. Especially when you know someone.
I think I would have preferred
Yeah,
knowing
just to know.
what it was.
Especially because it wasn't really that bad. But because it's not that bad, if
Yeah.
he knew, it makes her look like she's overreacting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to make my person feel like this. You know? I want my
Me
person
either.
to be
I
confident and
think
happy.
I think chat agrees. Even the people that really hate Remy are empathizing with him in this moment, going like, ugh, like even if this is some sort of fetish thing, like it's out of control. Like he doesn't really have enough experience to manage this properly. Maybe there's no downtime in this role play. Maybe this is like 24/7,
Yeah.
and he's not realizing, hey, I can take a break. Like, I don't know. I feel like she will ABU see anybody who is uncertain or unsure about like where they stand on anything, like, and somebody who's got mental illness, somebody who's doing a med change, and somebody who's willing to do whatever she wants. I feel as though she's taking full advantage of the fact that this guy doesn't really know what the hell he wants.
Yeah. Yeah, and for anyone who's new to me, by the way, I do go soft on Remily just because I do want to leave room for, just in case this is an abusive situation, I don't want to be an extra voice on top of it going, nah, he's just, asking for this and things like that. I want there to be voices when this all goes south that were in support. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'll cop that. I'm okay with that,
I've been kind of the same. Like from the start, my feeling from Remy was that and I know he isn't a paid actor, but he was giving me paid actor vibes, which means he's putting on some kind of front. He's got a shield up. He's masking, perhaps. I don't know if he's on the spectrum. I get kind of spectrum vibes from him.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm not going to put that on him. It's just like there's a few things going on that made me feel like this is just like not 100% his genuine self, but maybe he doesn't know who his genuine self is. And he's exploring, and Rosie's taking advantage.
I think that's exactly it. I think you hit the nail on the head with that.
Unless, like, what do you guys think? Like in the chat, what do you guys think he's getting out of this? Because we know that she's getting money, attention, a performative boyfriend on the internet. She's getting somebody who's doing all her chores for her, somebody who's buying her things. What is he getting?
Yeah, it's a good question.
I actually can't think of anything.
Mm,
Maybe we get an answer as we go on and see
Roswell.
the end of this weird fallout.
Roz will tell him who he is. Yeah. Uh,
Mm.
My feeling is on all of this. What a name! Leaky Boil Pondu. My goodness.
Lovely, he boil. That
He
sounds
gets
good.
to feel useful. Yeah, I think my feeling on all of this, and it's not going to be a very satisfying answer to any of this, but why we all keep bouncing around, like, oh, you know, is he looking for just the romance of it all? Is he looking for the entertainment? Is he looking for fetish stuff? Is he looking for help? You know, I think we all keep bouncing around on all of those things because it is all of those things. I think this is an incredibly layered, complex situation that he probably doesn't even understand himself.
Yeah.
And I don't think his perception of this situation is the reality of it.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. I think there's a combination of different things going on here with his lack of experience in relationships, his lack of life experience, his being vulnerable in comparison to her, perhaps mentally, and like needing guidance, wanting guidance, kind of being very unsure and wanting somebody to sort of tell him what to do and where to go and what to think, but it's
And this too,
too
Savior
much.
Complex, yes, I think that's on there too. I think all of this
Yeah.
is part of it.
Yeah.
And
Lonely guy.
Yes, lonely. And I think loneliness is the key factor here. And that self-belief that he feels like nobody else is going to want him. And, you know, I know that there's been a lot of comments on his looks and things like that, but in all honesty, I don't think he's a bad-looking guy. I think he's got a lot to offer somebody. Like, he's creative, he's intelligent, he's got things that people would like.
Yeah.
And to sell himself short with Roz, I don't think is a good idea.
Look, I agree. Like, he's not my type particularly, but I mean, he's not a hideous guy. He's not hideous. He's okay. Like, he's fine. Not fine, but he's fine. He's okay. But yeah, I really think that he's doing himself a disservice by tying himself to this lolcow, and that again brings me back to the humiliation thing. It's like, why are you doing this willingly, sir?
Because
I don't know.
Because he feels if he doesn't do this, there's nobody.
So what was his whole spiel about being a manly, leaderly man when he's actually just at the whim of Rosie, the bossiest bossy girl on the planet?
Does that make her a manly man? I think he's talking about who he wishes he was.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and maybe his father is like that. Maybe there's a male role model in his life who is like that, but that's not who he is.
Maybe he just says that because he was in the military and he sees that as his one, like, in his very, very sort of misogynistic way, saying like leadership and military and president, all manly things, leaderly things. And he thinks that, because I know, like, I've brought this up before with my chart there, that he has brought up the whole yin and yang thing about how they complete each other, how they are opposites and equals. And I kind of get it, but I don't know about the equal thing, where, like, she is very bossy and very womanly, and he is a man and he's not that bossy, but perhaps, like, he feels like he covers all the things because, you guys, very feminine. He paints his nails. Don't you know that's a very queer thing to do? I'm joking, by the way.
He also likes music, art, psychology, and philosophy, all very feminine things.
Yes, so ladylike. And engineering. Manly, right?
I've
I don't know.
done.
But the
I've
whole point is like, I think he wants to fit a stereotype and he doesn't
yes.
particularly fit one.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah. And he doesn't need to. Nobody needs to fit a stereotype. My biggest
Mm-mm.
concern about this is that I think Roz is very, very practiced in this kind of dynamic, and he isn't. So she knows
Yeah.
what she's doing, he doesn't. I think that's the biggest red flag. Just that, does he fully appreciate what he's signing up for here?
She's had so many people in her life just like him, but not necessarily in person. She's had a lot of people who have really truly believed that she's a victim and have done everything for her to the point of like, you know, being short on money themselves because they've paid for something for her, or going around white knighting for her and like fixing her problems and doing whatever she says and believing all of her stories. Um, and I just think he's just another one. But for him, this is unique and new because he's never really had this kind of relationship before. So I think you're right about that.
Yeah, can you imagine never having had attention and then having this much attention?
Oh my God.
It
I'd
would
probably
be
be overstimulated and
it,
freak out.
it would be intoxicating though. It would make you feel like you finally found your place and your person.
Well, yeah, it's love bombing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. And that's great if the
Both.
person actually cares about your best interests. It's just a question mark for me whether Roz is that person for him.
Mm,
And I don't like that every time
yeah.
he starts to speak, she immediately tunes out. I think that is a massive red flag for a partner, regardless of what special sexual interests they have.
She kind of does that with everyone though, but I'm not saying it's normal, but she has always kind of done that. She's very much main character syndrome. And it's another thing that I thought was really weird about these two is like one moment he looks like really like afraid and worried and anxious and like very like not main character. And then the next second he's like lip syncing and rocking out. Like what is going on? I think he's confused and it shows.
Yeah. He's learning who he is. He needs to be given that space and not online.
And for the med change to be happening and for this all to be on film is really fucked up.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
screwed up, clucked up.
It really is. And I understand, I think logistically it makes sense that he's there while that's happening, but don't have him on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of respect, I wouldn't.
No, and like it will also anyone that's had serious med changes, you know that you can see some things that you don't really vibe with after the fact. And to have him on lives where you literally can't take it back, I feel like that's setting him up for failure.
Definitely. And people are watching and scrutinizing so closely because he is a new side character and everybody loves a side character. It's just, it's a recipe for everything that he says to be used against him. Not to say that he shouldn't be held accountable, but I don't know. It's very odd. His behavior is odd. And there's a reason why we're all speculating and questioning what actually is going on. It's because it doesn't sit right with most of us.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I think he is a relatively reserved individual. I don't think he would do what Emily did after the fact and turn to reaction channels. And
Probably not.
And so that means we would never get the other side of the story.
Potentially not. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he'll take to Reddit and we'll figure out his Reddit account.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, I just think that it's a very strange dynamic. I still don't fully understand it, but I don't think that he's necessarily a victim, but I think there is potential, and so we should be kind of a little bit cautious about. Like, I don't like to talk about his body. I don't like to talk about his hair so much. Stuff like that I try to avoid because I don't really know how this is going to wash out in the end, you know?
Yeah, that's it. See, I would rather be wrong about him being a victim, and it turns out he's just really into this sort of thing, than be wrong about saying he is complicit and he's actually a victim. I'm
just sitting on the fence because, and I hate fence sitters, but I'm sitting on the fence at this moment. Like, it could be either. I flip-flop every day. And that's the thing, they're leaving it open to speculation. Just tell us if it's a fetish. Like, it would really save us all a lot of problems and thoughts.
But I think, though, it's because of the complexity of the human condition, right? Nobody is fully evil, nobody's fully good. The reality is they're both probably doing things that are toxic in this relationship. And they're both probably doing things that are good in this relationship. But it's where the percentage lies, right? Who's worse?
Well, Rosie's word is nuance, you know?
Two things can be
You've
true
gotta-
at once.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. That's why I'm fence sitting, because I just don't know. I need more information, please.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think
Like, I know how I can perceive it, but I don't know if there's other things going on, like agreements and things in the background that like
Yeah.
he's like totally fine with all of this. I don't know. Maybe there is, but it's definitely some clickbait, some rage bait, and Rosie is getting exactly what she wants out of this, which is hype, conversations, speculation, which she says she hates. But she knows she's causing that.
Well, she says, yeah, she asks for it, essentially. She gives
Yeah.
half stories, so that makes people speculate.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I really didn't think this visit was going to happen. I really didn't. I thought after Texas, he saw how bad it was. I felt he was ready to see her go home at the end of that Texas trip. And I really didn't think this one was going to happen. Now that it has, I'm wondering if he had forgotten how awful it was, or maybe he thought it was because she wasn't in her own home or something like that.
Well, so the thing is that she said that they actually planned this trip while she was still there.
You felt like he couldn't say no because it was planned?
Yeah, like I think he booked the tickets while she was still there, like swept up in the moment. So then he had to do it, but then he extended the trip. But did he do that under pressure, like literally physical pressure of her being there, watching him saying, I want you to stay longer. Why can't you stay longer? You don't have to go back to school till this date or whatever. And perhaps he had no choice. But I think it will be very interesting after he goes home to see whether he's going to be taking the bait again.
Yes. Another factor might be, what if he's having a bad reaction to his med changes and he actually genuinely needs more time? I don't know.
I mean, wouldn't you rather be at home with your cats? I would. It'd be easier to clean up after the two cats than Rosie.
Yes. And I heard all the chores he's doing there and helping Levi, which I think is lovely, but like, yeah, she's got an inbuilt carer.
Yeah, I am glad that he's helping Levi. I mean, earn your keep if you're going to be there for a few weeks. But I do also wonder, like, I think Charlie said it today on stream, like, are they buttering up Levi? Are they buttering up mum and dad, showing how helpful Remy is for a potential move-in? Because, as I said, once he's finished his studies, how's he going to pay rent? Like, neither of them have a job lined up.
Good
so,
point.
Yeah.
Very good point. And so then he would
Are they feeling cornered in together?
So then he would move in with her and move away from his support system. That's worse.
Potentially. But then could they really have two cats in that home? I don't know. I mean, if Remy's there to clean up after them and Rosie, perhaps. But yeah, I don't know. And it's all speculation, obviously.
I would hope that if they
There's
move
no way.
in together, it would be because they both genuinely want to and not because economic, situations require it.
No. They both seem like the types that don't really want to get a job, if I'm honest.
You reckon? Do you think he would
Yeah.
be on disability from the military? Because I know that a lot of
No.
people in America do have like a support
He was-
pay after.
He didn't even do, I think he did 3 years. And so he basically he's covered under the GI Bill, which means they cover so that after you leave the military, because I believe that he was discharged, potentially speculation for his mental health. So he was discharged before he actually served actively, I believe, from my memory. So he got discharged because of his mental health, allegedly, and then he went back home and decided to go to college because after the military, they will pay for you to go to college and get another career afterwards. And so he's gone to college, and whilst he's at college, they will also pay for his accommodation. But once he
Right.
finishes college, he's not studying anymore, that goes away.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot in the chat too. People reckon there's no disability there. So that might make sense if he's feeling like he can't hold down a traditional job, then they get
Well, I don't
together
think he's
and
ever
do
tried.
they get together and do a couple channel. And then
That's
they're both
kind of where I think they're angling at.
oh jeez. That's bad. That's going to be really bad. It's going to be really good for reactors. It's going to be really bad for them.
I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna. She says that she doesn't want to do a couples channel. She says it's going to remain her channel, and he may start his own. But I mean, like, are they going to continue doing this? Because this is like very awkward, but it is content at the end of the day, and people are watching it and feeling really strange about it. And I don't know. I just don't know.
And have her views increased since he's been part of this? Just
I
sorry,
think so, slightly.
you're involved in a side quest. This is
Slightly,
what
I
we
believe.
do. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, they're still bad though, aren't they? Like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't.
The PO box, unboxing he was there, and then a couple of days before that, or the day before that, she did the other unboxing as a video, and that was,
Yeah.
and then before that, it was 3 weeks ago. So
without him, she was getting somewhere between 2,000 to 3,000 views, and then with him, she's getting like 4,000 to 5,000 views. So it is an uptick, but it's not substantial.
yeah,
I wouldn't sneeze at these views, but like, she's a massive channel.
yeah.
Well, compared
But
to
it's
us.
also like, yeah, well, yeah, she's got what's she at now? 52.1.
Yep.
So I think there's been a lot of attention around Rosie lately, so her subs are going up, but not necessarily because they're supporters.
No.
It doesn't matter to her though. And it also doesn't equal money for her.
No. It's not reflecting in views, so what's the point of that, really? Yeah.
Exactly.
They're quite low. Okay, shall we we've got like 10 minutes. Shall we like watch the end of this ridiculousness?
Yes, go for
and
it.
then okay, cool.
The Tanty.
Okay, I just can't eat. I'm better now with the nausea, but I can't think about eating.
So sorry to pause again so quickly, but like she says she can't eat and then immediately eats. I'm just
Yep.
pick a lane.
After making him uncomfortable, so uncomfortable that he can't eat, now she comes back to finish off his plate.
Which I empathize with. I don't like to eat when I'm anxious either. I get that.
Me either.
But she caused this.
She did.
Sorry. Anyway, okay, I'm back. Hi.
I may not finish all
Oh,
of
it's
this.
fine. Take your time.
It is really good though, and thank you for making this for me. For us.
Ew, placating.
Diffusing.
The most loving and amazing boyfriend right there.
Aww.
Lee, you're so kind to Rosie. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, poor Rosie.
I also haven't slept. It's like a wombo combo situation.
Yeah.
I probably, if I wasn't so sleep deprived, it wouldn't have hit me that hard.
Yeah.
She's not picking up
But
on the
that
room.
literally ruined my meal. I've never had that like happen in a live before.
I know, it's so
alcohol
weird.
pods. I have some.
Sorry, I was just gonna say. Okay, so I know that I'm an old married lady, and I've been an old married lady for quite a while. But even
Shut up.
but even in the early days, even when we hadn't been together that long, I knew immediately if the energy shifted with Mr. Chukin. And
Yeah.
I could pick up on it. And she's not at all picking up on that his vibe has shifted, and it's all about what she's feeling.
And he fully absorbed her vibe, which was bad, negative, dark. And he was physically affected by it, so much so that he put down his food and was like, I think I had enough after 3 bites of a pancake, half a piece of bacon, and a couple bites of strawberries or something.
It was
and an
small.
egg.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm done. Your anxiety has given me anxiety. I'm finished. he fully absorbed her energy. She is not even aware of his at all because it's all about Rosie. It's the Rosie show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was just looking at this boyfriend, my boyfriend. You know,
Stop it, lady.
any Gilmore Girl fans out there? There's a scene where Kirk finally gets a girlfriend, and it's like every sentence is, "My girlfriend thinks that too," or "My girlfriend feels like this," and it's exactly the same. Anyway, sorry, I'll play.
I just can't remember where they are right now. I'm just gonna sip on my orange juice.
Great
Yes,
for
it is
stomach
helping, actually.
issues.
I'm glad the pancakes, cause they honestly tasted good, but they looked wonk, and the texture was an extremely different experience, and that was the
She feels so
fluffiness was
sick,
kind of
but
what I
she's
was wanting.
obsessing over the food again.
Yep.
No, this is really good.
Yeah, I have really sensitive teeth, Rini. I can't do crushed ice. I can't.
I am
eat
not
ice.
surprised.
The sound of eating ice makes my skin crawl too. I can't.
Scratching
You
his
two looking at
neck,
each other
shaking
is
his
just
head.
lovely. Thank you, Maria.
He's really doing his best
I
not
have
to
used
show
melatonin.
it.
It gives me weird dreams sometimes, and I probably should have taken it last night. Have I tried the new curling iron on you? That might be fun. No, we haven't. Has it been hard for me being in Florida with the time change? I know it's only an hour, but it would throw me off. How do you feel about that?
Not really.
Yeah.
Hasn't really affected me.
An hour time change really doesn't affect me personally, but going to California did kind of fuck me up a little.
Yeah. That's a drastic.
What is
Yeah.
this conversation?
Yeah.
An hour time change? Who cares? I do that twice a year. What is the big deal?
Oh, Millie's gonna.
Oh, you gotta go? That's okay. I'll keep playing.
Like a 3
No,
hour
she was
time
about to
change
board.
for sure. Yeah, I didn't sleep last night. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
I think you probably will too.
Yeah.
And when we're done with the live, I will text so and so, and we'll decide on a time frame to let them know when they'll be here.
Okay.
So they were going for dinner with Danielle. We know that now.
Yeah.
I ate a lot.
I watch you all the time, but just
I'm just gonna skip ahead because she
Sure.
fully, for the next 10 minutes, is not going to recognize that he
Wait,
eats.
look at his plate. Look at his plate before you skip. Look at his
Yeah.
plate because he said, I ate a lot.
Yeah. There's a quarter of a
It's a
pancake.
couple of pancakes.
I'm translating
Pikelet.
in my brain. And he ate a strawberry. He ate a little bit of some bacon. He ate his egg.
Yep.
It's a very tiny amount of food. And like I said at the beginning, this is not what a lanky guy with a high metabolism trying to put on weight looks like. No.
Nope.
I think we can rule that out fully.
Mhm.
Where does she actually?
Oh yeah, chat picked up his vibe and she didn't, and it is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, because he takes the food
Somebody in
away.
the chat mentioned anxiety. Yeah, he gets up and he comes back, I think. He's trying to get some air, walking away from her.
Yeah.
in a way that my mom would be comfortable with, for my mom to come to her own decisions on whether or not he is someone that she would want to be around, especially with not having to be able to be here when it happens. We bought these tickets a while ago, a couple months.
Yeah.
Months, something like that.
Yeah.
And we didn't buy those until after we had the needed conversations, and my mom was introduced to him when I was in Texas for the first time, and has been able to form her own opinion between that, the vlogs, the things that I show her and tell her, and his actions. You guys have gotten a chance to get to know him more. This is why he's here,
Not
because
really.
of who he is. My mom sees that. So, it really does boil down to that.
The lip thing. She's doing the lip thing. She does it when she's lying or she feels sassy.
What is the lip thing?
I mean,
What do you
She
mean?
lifts her lip. She doesn't She doesn't do it as much anymore, but Rosie has tells, and she used to do this thing, and it was a really dramatic lift, lip lift on one side of her mouth when she was like trying to convince people of something. She would lift up one corner of her mouth. No, it was so bizarre. She's toned it down, but she does do it.
I know what you're talking about. Yes, yes, yes. He does look on the verge of tears.
Sassy, I know what I'm doing.
He is really doing his best to mask this and keep it under control, and I don't doubt that there's probably like shaking and tears and things after this because he's like fully
He looks
just
scared.
holding it together. Yeah.
In the time he's been here, he's helped my brother mow the lawn. He's taken over the garbage. He's taken over another of my brother's chores. He's been helping me. He's deep cleaned the kitchen. He's gone over a list with me of like the things that I would like his help with.
A list.
He wants to do all of it. And so he's
Wants
helping
to.
with like a lot of stuff on that
She's
side.
got a list.
And my mom is really grateful and frankly I would say impressed by that.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Imagine being on vacation and having a list of
I like
chores.
helping. I like finding ways to contribute.
Any mom would be happy to have this gentleman in their daughter's lives. Exactly. I'm happy for you guys cheesing the whole time. Haters will say anything even if it makes no sense. Clock that, see. I'm so glad you could come too. Alright, thank you, Mads girl. I was actually surprised by the reveal. I saw 0 signs. Hell yeah.
I'm skipping forward because we've got verb duties.
But
Go for it.
when I got older, we kind of found an equilibrium with that, right? He definitely seems like the kind of person mamas want brought home. Exactly. Because that's the other thing for me is like if someone's going to be my partner, they're going to need to be able to be a part of my family, you know? I don't understand.
Can't relate.
We're also grown adults. And Lee seems like an absolute sweetheart dressed in a all heavy metal exterior. Exactly. I'm a helicopter mom. I don't know what my anxious self would do. I'm not saying I would follow her to Texas, but I'm not saying that. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is
He's just trying to get some
mostly
space.
flour. There's a little toast
Yeah,
crumbs,
he
that's
fully
fair.
is distancing
But this is
himself.
mostly like pancake and flour mixed. But you know what? There was some toast crumbs. You were right. Babe, are you currently feeling overwhelming anxiety, or were you talking about anxiety in general?
I'm feeling a little anxious.
Okay. Do you want me to end the live?
If you want, I mean, you
Okay.
don't have to.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off.
Rosie, 20 minutes too late.
I'll talk to y'all later.
It took her so long to pick up on that. When did that even start? Oh, no, she's having a pout there. So yeah, like somewhere around. Yeah, it took her like 20 minutes to realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such
Read
a
the
mean
room,
character.
Rosie.
This is supposed to be the person she loves.
She's got no idea. The
And
chat picked it up before she did.
Yeah, absolutely. He did a good job controlling himself. I've been where he is. I think a lot of us have been where he is, but yeah, that's
The
rough.
thing is, though, Vera, she's seeing the same thing as us. She's looking in the viewfinder. She's looking at the reflection of themselves. She can see his behavior. She can see what's going on. And she's got so much self-awareness, but no awareness of anything that is outside of anything that affects her directly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see this too, right? Okay, so he's sitting there in an anxious state. He held his heart, so maybe he's either having palpitations or like short breaths or something like that.
Probably feels sick.
Yeah, and he's sitting there in this awful state, yet he didn't leave the camera. He stayed there. If you were in an awful state of crisis like that, would you not feel like you want to leave the camera? And that makes
I
me
would, but I don't think I could if it was her, because I would feel like, why did you do that? You abandoned me when I was having a hard
Yes.
time. Why? Yeah.
Yes.
You know what's going to come from it.
And that
She's going to
makes-
berate him for that.
Exactly, and that makes me think that they've had that conversation before because he knew not to leave.
Mm.
Oh, it's rough. It's yucky. It's yucky.
It is. If you think about it too hard, yes. It's really, really gross.
Yeah. So, how is everyone feeling about this? What are you thinking? Why is he there? Why is she having him there? Where is this going? Because, like I said, I really think it's all of the above. I think it's everything. I think it's
Yeah.
complicated and layered, and yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
also curious, like, what is Chat's like final thoughts after this kind of dissection of this situation? Like, are you guys still feeling like, well, he extended the trip, so he must be loving this? Are you feeling like your mind is shifting to like perhaps he can't say no? Do you think that she's taking advantage of the dynamic? Like, I'm very curious of Chat's like final thoughts about it, and yours, Vera, obviously.
Yeah. Feel pretty bad for him. What are your final thoughts, Nikki? You're my guest. You can go first.
I'm still kind of fence sitting, because I mean, if this is a humiliation thing, then it's working. Because,
Yeah.
well, but not really, because it's pity. Like I'm having pity. Is pity humiliation? Possibly.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
might
I
get
don't know. I feel
embarrassed. Yeah.
mixed. I feel
Yeah.
mixed about it. I feel like either it's like we really do pity him, or and like I do feel both. I feel like I pity him, but I'm also like I'm still feeling really uncertain, and I kind of wish that I knew if they'd had conversations about this behind the scenes. Because I know for a fact, if I was on camera with a partner and we didn't have some agreement and they were speaking to me like that and 61 times bossing me around,
Yeah.
I would have a word with them off camera and say, hey, you're really, especially for Remy, emasculating me. And I don't appreciate it. You're disrespecting me in front of the audience. Like, that is so rude and
It
humiliating.
is
Stop
rude.
doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
I'm
not gonna
sensitive.
I'm not gonna take the kink thing off the table, but my question mark is whether he's able to know himself well enough to consent to that kind of situation that they've got going. Because it's
Yes.
clearly,
Yeah.
if it is, it's
True.
clearly not just in the bedroom. It's everywhere.
She's
So,
taking advantage of it.
mm,
Definitely. That is a thing.
for me, what I'm looking at is collecting all of the puzzle pieces and not coming up with an answer as much, but seeing what fits best. And right now, I'm seeing more evidence towards him being victimized by her than it being a consensual thing. I think it might have started consensual, but I don't think that's where we are right now.
Yeah. And knowing Rosie as well, the fact that she specifically targets people who are in a vulnerable situation, people who she feels are lesser than her, people who she feels may need her or look up to her for her fame. And when they first met, I thought, like, he's 25, she's 35, basically. Like, they're pretty
Yeah.
much 10 years apart. He looks up to her, he idolizes her. That could also be a part of this. Like, he sees her with her 51K subs and goes, oh my God, like, that's like someone I look up to a little bit. Like, it's intimidating. And yeah, there's just so many like moving parts to this.
Yeah,
She
there
loves
are.
people that are vulnerable. He wants to fix her. She wants to fix him, or she wants to use him, or both. I don't know.
Yeah.
Toxic, either way.
Yes, absolutely. My point is basically I just want to drag people away from the black and white and pull them into the gray.
Yeah.
And just think about these things and think about what you're saying, because ultimately these are people on the other side. Even Roz she's still a person on the other side of the screen. There's complexities that come along with people, and nothing is good or bad. It's everything. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
important to talk about these things.
He's younger. He's easily led. He's confused. He's probably seeking love, affection, and direction.
Yes.
And she's giving him those things, and in return, he's giving her slave chores done for free, or I don't know. And he's
Care.
buying her thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot. I could go on forever about it. It's bizarre, but I do at the end of the day think like Rosie is known for this. She does take advantage of people who are in these kind of precarious situations in life. So at the end of the day, I'm going to probably, if I had to pick, I'd land on Rosie's taking advantage of somebody who's vulnerable.
There's precedent for her for sure. Not to say she can't change, but so far we haven't seen evidence that she is. And that's what matters. But yeah, I think we need to leave it there because we have burp duties to do.
Yes,
But-
we do. Thank you, chat. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Vera.
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone being in here. And thank you, Nikki, for coming on. I love these collabs. I want to do them semi-regularly. And I just think it's a lot of fun to get different perspectives on these things. And yeah, I had a great time.
It was a pleasure. Total pleasure. Thank you so much, Vera.
And thank you everyone for being really respectful in the chat. I deeply appreciate that because I like to think that I'm fostering that kind of community as well. And thank you so much to all my mods. And thank you for all the gifted subscriptions and super chats. I appreciate you all. But
Thank you, guys. Sub up to Vera if you're new and give her a thumbs up, please, on your way out.
But Nikki, do you have any more clucks to give?
Should I?
No.
Should I?
That's all the clucks you've got left to give.
Yeah, I don't give a cluck. Look, I actually do a little bit, but I mean,
Yeah.
I give more clucks to my dog who needs to eat dinner in a minute. So love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Vera, for having me. Thank you, chat
Yeah.
mods.
Stay golden,
See
my
you
little
guys again soon.
nuggets. I'll catch you next time.